Right then, so hello everybody, how you doing and welcome back to the channel. Hello to all my Still Game reaction fans, hello to you all. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I'm ever so sorry about that, but we are all back together today. It's me, Mikey, and today I'm back for some brand new Still Game reaction content. And today I'm going to be reacting to the 2014 documentary Still Game, The Story So Far. What I hear is a sensational documentary made regarding the beloved Scottish sitcom. Now, I thought I'd do this today, guys, because it is the 11th of November, which means in exactly 1 week from today, yes, just 1 week, it will be the 18th of November, which will be one entire year since I started making reaction content. Yeah, an entire year. Where has it gone? I've no idea. Yeah, and it'll also be 1 year since I discovered this incredible show, all of which is courtesy of Luke. We all know who he is, my best pal, my channel manager, and the Yorkshireman Reacts on YouTube. His channel is linked in the description, so if you are new to the channel, head down there, click the link for his channel, and go and check out his Still Game reactions and his reactions to all of the Scottish content. So yeah, this time last year, it was very, very much sort of, you know, you need to start making reaction content, you need to give it a go, and I was like, oh, okay. And then it took about a week, you know, for me to get me microphone and everything sorted, and I started with Still Game, and that will be a year in one week from today, on the 18th of November. So what I want to do on that day is I want to do an episode of this show to commemorate that day. I mean, I started making it on the 18th last year, so I thought, why not do an episode on the 18th this year? So I thought I'd get the documentary done, because I want to do like just a regular episode. I want to mix with the characters and everything. So yeah, that's why this is happening today, guys. I'm really sorry it's been a long time since I did the live show, but this being a documentary, it's a longer thing. I've had some film reactions to make for the Patreon. I've had to, you know, just wait for a day when I can sit and do this properly. So that's what today is. Now, just before we get started, guys, all the usual, do not forget to like the video, leave me a comment, because I love interacting in the comments on my Still Game reactions. And don't forget, if you are new, to subscribe to the channel and check out Luke's. Links is in the description. Don't forget to check out our Patreons as well. Links for those are in the description. We both got tiers starting at $1 a month. And don't forget to follow my Facebook page. There'll be a link for that in the description as well. Okay? So yeah, and also, you might notice I'm not wearing the red hat today. I've been wearing the red hat in my reactions for ages now. Become a bit of a gimmick. But you probably noticed I've been and got my hair did. Yeah, I got my hair did today. So yeah, I've got some nice stuff on it, and I thought, no, I'm not going to put a hat on it and crush it. It's bad enough I've got to wear headphones. So yeah, I've been and got my hair cut. Thank God. It was about bloody time, let's be honest. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today, guys. We're all back together again. Me and all of my lovely Still Game fans, we're all back together today. And we're going to be watching this. Let's all enjoy it, and let's see what I make of this 2014 documentary before starting Series 7. Like and subscribe. Let's watch. Oh, and a huge shout out to all my big Still Game fans as well. You all know who you are. There's too many of you to list, but you all know who you are. I'll see you in the comments. Let's watch. Looking forward to this. This should be good. I love behind the scenes kind of things.
The opening music's the ultimate. Oh, there it's coming on. So if you're in the kitchen, or if you're upstairs, or if you're out in the garden, it's almost like a signal that you have to run to the TV.
Do you mind what this place used to be like when they built it at first?
Oh, episode 1, that
Craig
was.
Lang, developing for the future.
Oh, wow.
Craig Lang!
That's just giving me tingles. It's so long since I've watched, obviously, it's so long since I reacted that. I've never watched it since. I'm waiting to finish it so I can watch it all in one swoop. Oh, wow.
Modernity beckons.
Craig Lang, tomorrow's already here.
Craig Lang!
Shite hole.
Shite hole. That's it. I knew that was coming. I knew it.
I've shown it to lots of my English chums and people from
Robbie
all
Coltrane,
over
yeah.
Britain.
Aww.
And they absolutely get it. So although the fact that you tend to think of it as utterly Glaswegian, there's one or two things they miss, wee references and stuff, but it travels incredibly well. It's just hilarious.
It does.
And that's
This
the beginning and the
Englishman
end
gets
of it.
What I love about Still Game is it's
bloody
not just
Gaelic.
about Glasgow, it's not just about Scotland, actually. It could be anywhere. Victor and Jack could live in Vladivostok. I'll bet you there are Victor and Jacks in
True,
Vladivostok or Idaho or somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to slip on there. Oh, I remember that from Cold. Yeah, I think I've said that, haven't I? I've said that this, I've known people that are like this. My granddad is very much like these two in some ways. I think I've said that before. Oh, God, the amount of people, I forgot people are going to pop up on this, aren't they? Celebrities and stuff. Oh, it's Lorraine Kelly. She has a morning show on the telly. Oh, no, I can't do that.
What do you make of this
A pair
weather,
of these
Eric?
you're
And the
wanting.
ground's all slippery, I know. I nearly went my arse there.
Oh, it's a pair of these you're wanting.
There you go.
Permagrip soles, Timpsons, 1999.
1999.
Ah, you've got to take care of yourself at our age, you know.
Oh, bless him. It's going to be fun.
He's all right.
Watching these
Watch your
moments all
feet,
over
Jack.
again.
It's slippy.
It's a pair of
Pair of these
you're
you're
wanting.
wanting.
Permagrip, 1999. That boy at Timpson's getting
brilliant.
kicked squarely in the nuts.
Pharmacure.
The thing that strikes me
I miss those early
about
episodes.
Ford and Greg is that they are in that mould of the classic double act,
Yeah,
like Laurel
they
and
are,
Hardy,
definitely.
like Morecambe and Wise, like the two Ronnies.
Yeah.
Somehow, sometimes, very rarely, I think, fate brings two people together for a reason. And those two happen to meet up and happen to create a third person, if you like, a third thing.
Luke, are you listening? Fate brought us together. We could be a double act. People love our series swaps. Yeah, I totally believe that. Fate does bring people together. Like I say, me and Luke, guys, you all agree with us. We know you've said so. You all said that you love seeing us together. Yeah, fate does bring people together, and it certainly has brought the two of us together. Big things are going to happen for us. We know it. We know it's going to take us some time because we do obviously live 90 miles apart, but it will happen. It will. We have not let fate do everything that it's done to bring us together just to let a few miles stop us. Don't worry, we're not going to let that happen. Fate brought us together, and you guys love that, so I wouldn't be here if it hadn't. Yeah, like I say, all of this is owing to him. And I know he's going to moan at me, he's going to go, no, you done it all yourself, all I did was talk you into doing it, give you a couple of shows, it's all you. Fair enough, but I wouldn't be doing it if you hadn't persisted in asking me to do so, so cheers to you, pal. Best mate I've ever had. Let's continue.
And it's this
Wanted to give them a wee shout out
amazing
there.
explosion of talent, the fact that they write, the fact that they perform, and basically the fact that they're very, very funny together. They're great as
Yes.
individuals, but together there's something special happens.
Yeah. Oh, potty piss! Oh, yes! Oh, I feel sick. Oh, that's minging. Oh! Oh, no, I can't look. Even the second time round, I can't look.
Jesus. It's all cloudy.
Potty
I can't even
piss.
see the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, I love this scene so
That's
much.
heavy.
Classic. I love that scene. Look at his face.
I first became aware of Still Game when my household had a very worn out VHS copy of the original stage play. Showing my age a bit there.
Was a cat
Oh, that
saved
was a
a
good
woman's
stage
life.
show, that was.
Something.
Oh dear, Potty Pesh. Oh god, that is up there. I need to. Do you remember? Recently, I did a video with a compilation of my Edith reactions. I need to do other compilations for this show. Favorite Isa moments, favorite other character moments. You know, Naveed, and I need to do my top laughs. I need to do my funny moments. I need to. It will happen, guys. It's a work in progress. It will happen, but I need to make those compilations.
About the gas being left on and the
Let me
cat
know what
fetched the
compilations you'd like to
poles.
see. Comment below.
It was just something I could sit down and watch with my dad, you know, and there's obviously a golfing generations and stuff, and sometimes you've not got tons to talk about, but you stick on Still Game and he'd have a beer and I'd have a cup of tea and we'd just sit and laugh away.
Here now. You want a wee
That's
cup
true.
of tea there?
That's going to be true for a lot of people. Isn't it?
lovely, huh?
Nice wee orange club with it.
For a lot of Scottish people in particular. Sorry guys, I will try and pause a bit less than I would during an ordinary reaction because this is an hour long. But yeah, I bet that's true for a lot of you guys. You know, I mean, I know a lot of my subscribers that are fans of these reactions. I'm going to say this in the nicest possible way. Some of you are, a bit older, so maybe you sat down with your own children, your own grandchildren. Just, it's such a touching thought. It really is. I love the idea of that. You know, being something that you share through generations. It's fantastic.
Gordon's
Wee
Club,
bit of
aye.
chocolate.
Oh, aye.
Wee penguin,
Oh,
eh?
wee penguin, aye.
Aye, well, tough
penguin.
titty. It's rich tear, hee-haw.
Well, we'd done the show at the Edinburgh
Oh, God,
Festival.
there
Karen
they are.
Corn, who was good enough to give us a venue to do it, and at the end of the run said to us, I can get you to Canada on the back of this. They've got a festival there, and they're willing to take your show for 3 weeks, was it? 3 weeks? So we get there.
Wow.
Now, the set only involved a stinking old carpet, a hoover, a horrible old three-piece suite, and a sideboard. That was it, and a box for a television. So we thought we can get most of that over there. We'll be able to pick that up for our props department over there. However, what we'll not be able to get is a hoover, which was a pivotal moment in the show,
Yeah, the
like
money.
the one we had in the show.
Money was
doing with
taken
that?
over, wasn't it?
Well, sorry, it's got wheels on it. There you are.
Hey, get that plugged in there.
You have to remember we were always winding each other up here. We said to Paul,
Oh, yeah.
you'll need to bring a hoover and take it to Canada. And he's went, nah, an old Hoover, an old Hoover Junior, all the way to Canada.
They don't have hoovers over there like that.
No, they don't have hoovers like that. We said, you know, you'll never be able to get. They hoover different over there. They do different.
So can you bring yours?
So, he's right up to the last minute with no idea he was going to show up with a hoover. We're standing at the airport waiting for him, right, and he turns up. Well, you know the way when you lift him on the stair comes out the minute. He's up there. And check it in, and they wanted to know what it was and where it was going and all that. You know, his life was a misery. But it wasn't until we landed we actually got there and realised we did need the hoover. The Canadians don't have Hoover Juniors, they don't have them. Say you're going out there, right? And there they are, the wee bastards, right? And they say, right, give your pension book, right? Well, you just give them a wee nip of this. On your way.
Right, to me, give us a
Wait a minute, I've not shot you myself.
Let me
yet.
see the
Oh, hold on a minute.
Jack,
No.
go on and just...
Is that a Chewing the Fat sketch?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mick, they're what done you? Oh,
I don't remember that.
oh no, I've killed him, oh Jesus.
bloody clown, what are you doing?
Oh, you've come back, thank Christ. I thought I'd killed you.
Jesus, Jack, what happened to me?
Oh, this bloody
You got
thing.
tased.
I didn't realise the voltage was so high.
Jesus.
It's all right, it's all right. You
Get it away from your
help
flesh.
us up here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on then. Oh,
That's got to be a Chewing the Fat sketch, right?
that's a bloody lethal weapon, that. Are you all right?
Hi, I'm fine. It's no harm done.
Ah, well, give that to me, because I'm going to put it in the bin.
All right, there you are.
It's like when you watch an early episode of The Simpsons and the characters don't quite look like they do now. You know,
Yeah.
their voices are slightly different.
Yeah.
Mine in particular.
That's what I was saying, guys. For anyone that doesn't know, right, I've started reacting to certain episodes of The Simpsons over on the Patreon. If you want to check out the Patreon for those, they are available in the $1 tier for now. But yeah, basically, I'm a lifelong Simpsons fan. Always have done ever since I was a kid. But I haven't seen several episodes from the first 3 seasons, so I've started reacting to them over there. And they're they're a Patreon exclusive. I agree, that was the reason I didn't watch earlier episodes as a kid, because the animation was off, the voices didn't seem right, there wasn't that familiarity. So yeah, valid point there. I totally agree with that. But yeah, it's right. I have noticed changes in these characters as the 6 seasons have gone on. And looking at early clips now, like the one from season 1 that we saw, like the very first episode, it's so strange to me. I think I've been watching this show for nearly a year, and it's wow. Crazy to compare.
There were characters that we always came back to. We always felt very safe doing those characters. You know, they were like a boy in the ocean. You went to them because they were easy to write.
Aye, I mean, I think
like
when we
that,
look
the boy
back
in the
at
ocean.
Chewing the Fat now, I mean, when you see how much of Jack and Victor are in the entire, was it 4 episodes, 4 runs?
4 runs, yeah.
There's about an hour's worth of stuff for Jack and Victor in there. So we felt that the best place to always put them is in the pub, and we used to write songs for them that were sort of reminiscent of songs that you would have heard your grandparents singing, sort of pub songs, and that's how they became popular by us and the fans. But then we brought in Tam's character because we wanted to sound like a barbershop harmony. I never managed it once, but and then we brought Paul into it as well. If you're going to break a heart, be sure to break a fat girl's heart, they're bigger. If you're going to ruin someone's life, be sure they're not a skull.
Skinny girls are fine, but when you dump them, they just run and find another.
And when you crush a chubby's heart, she remains with all the fatties on the shelf.
The shelf is creaky.
She remains with all the fatties on the shelf. So it was just a natural step that when we got
Bless
a chance
him.
to do a sitcom, that it was the old guys that we took.
What delights do you have on offer from your varied and extensive menu?
Pies.
Oh, pies.
Gotta
You
look
hear
at the
that,
ball, mate.
Jack? They have pies.
Oh, that's dandy, because I was
God,
getting
he
sick of
looks
that
so-
lobster thermidor, you know.
When was the last time we had pies, Jack?
Yesterday.
Och, well, pies it is then. 2 pies as they come.
Yes, as per usual. Frozen in the middle and red hot round the outside.
Irresistible.
Oh dear.
Tam, could you go a pie?
Aye, a pie, aye.
Aye. We'll come back tomorrow and get
There's a joke, actually. There's a joke that sums up actors perfectly. And it's, how many actors does it take to change a light bulb? 2. One to change the bulb, and the other one to say, I could have done that. And that's, but with Ford and Greg, that's one of the few things that I've never thought. Because I watch them and I go, actually, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be as good as that. And I don't know anybody else that could be as good as that. I think the performances are exceptional.
So you two are brothers?
Oh, yeah, brothers, aye.
Yes, of course, Jack's a couple of
dear.
years older than me.
Don't start with your lies, Victor. He's
Fly
actually 2 years
Society,
older
wasn't
than
it,
I
I
am.
think?
So are you retired, the both of you?
Oh, yes, yes, we sold our business.
Oh, what sort of business did you have?
Beetroot.
Sending it all over the world. You'd be surprised how lucrative it is.
And of course, we sold
dear.
the business, then we split it right down the middle, you know. I'm good to myself, I don't mind telling you that, and I have been. Yeah.
I was a little bit shrewder with my money. I invested it and tripled it in a year.
Very clever man, my older brother. And sadly, my wife died, but she was independently wealthy, you see. So that brought me right back up on a par financially with Victor again.
Then, unfortunately, my wife died. And she left me enough to race away back in front again. Jack.
I think what's great as well
I
is
love
there's a
that
real
point scoring
community
there.
spirit. Something perhaps that a lot of
Yes.
communities maybe don't have anymore.
Yes,
And it's
definitely.
that thing of everybody looking out for one another. And I think that's what makes it so incredibly real. I mean, all of
Yeah.
these characters, and it doesn't matter if it's a character who's got a walk-on part and says one line, they're all
Like he did.
absolutely true.
It
Yes.
gives me great pleasure to be here today.
Oh, it does, Nate.
With great
We
admiration, I've watched the community of Craig Lang grow and flourish.
No, you have, Nate.
My father grew up here in
We
Craig
little
Lang.
shit.
He always had the greatest respect for his home.
No, I didn't.
And I only wish that he could be here today to see this.
No, you don't.
I'm sure he would join me in congratulating Craig Lang today as we open this wonderful facility. For this building is a magnificent addition to a caring, thriving,
No, it
forward-thinking community.
No, it isn't.
You know, the other characters, you know,
We
we're rooting for
bastard.
people that we ostensibly don't like as well. You know, Bobby's a barman and we're always at loggerheads with him, but he's your Bobby.
yeah.
And you don't mess with him. Do you know what I mean? If somebody comes in and gives him a
Yeah.
hard time.
He might be a wanker, but he's
Yeah.
your wanker.
He's your Bobby.
Yeah.
That one.
That's a very brotherly attitude as well. Same like me and my brothers, we don't always get on, but the minute we need each other, it's, you know, very true. It's a very brotherly relationship. And again, what Loreen was saying there about it being a community, yeah, and every character's got their role as well. I mean, you've got these two that are like the inseparable pair. You've got Tam the Tie Toss, you've got Isa the Gossip, you've got Balby. You know, everybody has got that community role. You know, everybody serves that community in a way. Naveed, he runs the shop, provides sustenance for everybody at bargain prices. Yeah, everyone's kind of got their place in that community, and I love it. And again, yeah, you don't see it in a lot of places. You just don't. I mean, you would think I live in a community of older people. You'd think there'd be a bit more of a community feel here, but no, everyone kind of just reserves into their own houses, and you know. But oh well. Sorry, what did he say there? I've just missed that. Sorry.
That's bastard.
people
Okay,
that
sorry.
ostensibly don't like it as well. You know, Bobby's a barman and we're always at loggerheads with him, but he's your Bobby, and you don't mess with him. Do you know what I mean? If somebody comes in and gives him a hard time,
He might be a wanker, but he's your wanker.
he's your Bobby.
Oh, he's our Bobby. Oh, bless him.
That's bastard. When it's done, you can't get it up. When it's up, you can't get it done.
I just thought you were a bit young for the old Viagra, Bobby.
Right, Bobby, out the road.
Out the road.
What the hell's lethal? It's got a
Lock
life
in.
insane. Hello.
I was kind of mucking about on YouTube
dear.
and actually typed in the Still Game thing, and it had a compilation of all these entrances that that Ford and Greg would make to the pub, and have a Bobby the barman would have a pop at them, and every single time, and it was a compilation. Every single time they'd
It'd be like what I'm thinking of
they
making.
would come
yeah.
in and sort of be like, oh, here they are, you know, sort of Morecambe Wise, and boom, 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 they put them down. Here they are again, you know, sort of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, boom, boom, boom. And it was
was
very,
that
very
live show,
funny.
yeah.
I mean,
I remember,
and it
yeah.
kind of it just reminded you as to why it is so hugely popular.
Oh,
Just that
here
running
they
gag
come.
that is so
Abbott
true to
Costello.
life.
You're putting the
Yeah.
beef on, Jack.
That's right. Every time I shag your wife, she makes me a sandwich.
Oh, look who it is. Phyllis and Dilla.
Let's go out with the worst yet, you toss
Well, it's good as one person.
Because Phyllis Diller's one person, no two.
Normally when we come in, Bobby, you go, look, it's Batman and Robin, or Laurel and Hardy, you know, double acts. Yeah. Well, you said there's like saying, look, it's Frank and Sinatra.
Aye, or Bob and Hope, but that's your pattern.
Aye, knock your cell out, son, eh? Look, Jack, it's Lawrence Llewellyn and Bowen.
This is kind of slightly prickly area. Their relationship is like a marriage.
I think the thing about Jack and Victor is it is a platonic love affair, you know, and
Bromance.
yeah, it is. It's very, very modern, very modern family. But they do love each other and they look out for each other. And when
See how comfortable he is talking about it when the arms like that. With the body language here. Oh yes, it's a platonic love affair.
It's about friendship, real deep friendships. And although, you know, although they're both very Scottish, and that's why I love it so much, they're never going to tell each other that they love each other. But they really do. They really do. They do anything for one another, despite all the banter and the nonsense.
You did it again. Uncross
No,
your
I'm not doing that. Our arms are perfectly natural
okay,
here.
fair enough.
Oh, heck, here she is.
Morning, Jack.
What is it?
Is that Victor? What's Victor doing in your house at 7 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, it's Hatch, isn't it?
Came across for butter, a line of butter.
Where is this ice cream, Jack?
It's your turn to mop the landing, and I was just wondering if you wanted me to do it.
Aye, that would be smashed. That'd be very good, eyes. And is that
Who's that?
Who else would it?
Listen, take a look at this, Jack. It's getting bigger.
Letterbox, the letterbox.
It's ready. Pop. Oof.
That's the crack door, that. It's a cracker right enough. It's an absolute belter.
Yeah, squeeze.
But it's important to get it across, you know, that they're real people with...
Oh my god. Will always be one of the best episodes of this show. Jack and Victor are gay. They were doing the dirty business. Oh, does anyone remember when before I did that, I had the countdown to Hatch gimmick. Every reaction, it was like, oh, there's only 3 more episodes to Hatch, 2 more episodes. Do you know what? Luke and everybody else who said that was one of the best episodes was not wrong. Not wrong by a long shot. And that has got to be one of my, definitely, I don't know how many, I want to say I've got like a top 5 episodes, but that feels a bit too many, but I don't think I can quite narrow it down to 3. You know, but it's up there. It's up there. I can't make a full list until I've seen series 7 through 9, but yeah. Oh, that was one of the best. And do you know that feels so long ago now? So long. I feel like I probably should have done this for the Reactiversary next week, as I'm going to call it. This would have felt like a proper callback to this show that started my reactions. But you know, never mind. We'll call it an early Reactiversary celebration. Yeah. Yeah. One of the best episodes, easily. Hands down, one of the best. I fucking loved it. Absolutely ace.
Depth and the struggle and the the pain when the other one's away and because people do and that might have accidentally became what part of the heart of the show is. It might be. We can't pinpoint exactly what it is. People like it for different reasons, but lots of people have said to us that they like the sad bits as well.
Yeah, the show's about companionship, so whenever that is threatened in the show, when that companionship is threatened,
I've always said, haven't I, that I love that they keep those heartfelt, realistic, sad moments in. I've always loved it. It gives that show a real sense of reality. It's just absolutely spot on. I love it.
It hurts the characters.
They can be funny, sad. They can make you laugh 1 minute and make you cry the next.
Yeah,
that is
definitely.
the really brilliant writing and brilliant acting. It's just tugs at your heartstrings. It's fantastic.
It does.
Oh, aye.
100%.
A rare day of that, eh? How long's Gina away now, Jack?
About 2 weeks. It'll be 10 years.
10 years. That means my Betty's away 12 years. It's all racing away for us now, eh?
That's I can't be bothered, man. I'm not getting through all that again.
You know, Jack, it's not my place to tell
It's
you
real
how long a
layers to
man
the
should
character,
mourn,
you know.
but
They're not just funny, they're real people.
10
And I
years.
love that. I love it.
10 years is plenty. Going on a date doesn't betray Jean's memory. She'd
Oh,
want
that
you
was
to
way
be
back
happy.
in Courting, wasn't it? When Edith first rocked up. Oh dear.
Why don't you get down that shop? Ask that woman out, eh? Besides, hey, daddies.
And
My
a
first
sister.
appearance in Still Game was as Edith, and I was a blind date to Victor.
My God, she looks different. Bloody hell. I mean, obviously I can tell it's very much her in the face, and I can hear the voice. Obviously she puts a voice on for Edith, doesn't she? Oh my God. Blimey, they've got a great makeup team, haven't they? To make her look like it. Oh my days. She looks so normal. Oh God, they're going to show an Edith clip, aren't they? I'm going to have to try and compose myself, guys, because there's going to be some great moments in this, and I don't want throat ache.
Jack had asked Barbara, who played by the lovely Eileen McCallum. She played Barbara, and I played her sister, Edith. Now, they didn't know what I looked like. Remember, we were filming
Yeah.
the queue in the bus,
I
and Jack and
remember.
Victor were waiting at the bus stop.
I had no idea what was coming.
Torture.
Neither did they, but oh.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Victor. This is my
No.
sister. Edith.
Hello, lads.
I remember that so clearly. That was my very first lose it on camera moment. Oh my days. Imagine, I love when Edith turns up because, as you all know, she's my friend. Peter Guinness. Fuck's sake. Oh. Let's move on.
Oh,
don't want to focus too much.
Hello, ladies. I'm Winston.
Hello, Winston.
Aye. Here, which
I'm
one of
not
you
going
two
there with that
unlucky
thing.
bastards is saddled with a munchkin?
That's it. Where have you gone?
Hey, I'm not sitting in my local with that thing, Jack.
Oh, that's just perfect, isn't it? You're going AWOL and leaving me with these two women.
I only saw one woman, Jack. I don't know what that other one is.
A munchkin, sure.
Shut up! Once you've established all these characters as fully blown characters,
Oh my God.
then when you start to embark on writing a new show, you say, well, let's say, for instance, somebody showed up with a big red nose. You're writing immediately because you know exactly how these characters are going to react to that. Isa would be away telling everybody, oh, there's a man there, you want to see this man's nose, honestly.
Yeah.
And Winston and Tam could not
They've got the dynamic.
avoid talking about
Yeah.
it or pointing at it.
Yeah.
Bobby would probably drop a bottle when he's seen it for the very first time. You're off in one because you know how the community would react to this thing happening.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Victor, Jack, you staying in at this time?
Well, we're out with a couple of friends if it was any of your
Oh,
bloody
my
business.
God.
And by the way, while I'm at it, when are you letting
You shouldn't
Winston
say
back
it.
in?
When he
You shouldn't say it.
apologises. Aren't you going to introduce me?
No, certainly. Barbara.
Hello.
Hello, Barbara.
And Edith.
Hey, who's for?
Well, we'll have our usual...
Gin and tonic. Here it comes.
Edith.
Fine again, is.
So after the date, they go away and they go to the bus stop to go home.
Oh, dear.
And Barbara, Eileen McCallum,
Oh, I love it.
she kisses Jack. And then my character Edith goes to kiss Greg.
See you soon then, Jack.
That's what everybody mentions, actually. That's how clever they are. They say, I love that bit when he grabs your head and he goes like that, or then shoves you on the bus. It's brilliant.
I love her appearances.
So I just remember that. That was just so funny. Really funny.
The one scene I was
Fucking
ever in
was.
Still Game was I was playing a character called Martin.
So I think we can all agree, guys, that Edith's appearance have probably been some of my biggest reaction moments experiencing this show for the first time. And that's why I made that compilation. You know, I might leave a link to that, actually. For anyone that hasn't seen that yet, I might leave a link to that in the description. But yeah, they just feel like they've been the biggest highlights of my reactions to this show. Obviously, with some things that Isa's done coming in close second, and things like Potter Pesh coming in just behind that. But Edith, I swear that I will always remember that, her turning up as the very first time I lost control as a reactor. Up until then, throughout episodes 1, 2 and 3, I remember feeling just finding it funny and laughing, coming very forward with my laughter. But it wasn't until she turned up that I actually just sort of disconnected with what I was doing and what I was supposed to be doing, and I just lost it. I don't know. To this, I can't remember how long. I think that laughing went on for a couple of 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, possibly even 4. But yeah, that was the first time as a reactor I actually went crazy and thought, oh dear, I don't know if I'm going to recover from this. But luckily I did. But every time, even including now, it's still always hilarious, isn't it? It will always be the best when she turns up, always. Oh dear. I'm starting to feel more and more like this would have been more perfect for next week. But never mind, we'll make it a week-long celebration. There you go. We'll call it a Reactiversary week. This is the start.
And it's a 30-second, 40-second scene. And his mother has bought Empire biscuits instead of snowballs, and he loses the rag. I'm not wanting an Empire biscuit, I'm wanting a snowball.
Is he the one I called
Snowballs?
Dermot? Yeah, I called him
Yeah.
Dermot off Mrs. Brown.
You stupid... Oh, cow!
Relax, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
You've got an Empire biscuit.
I'm not wanting an Empire biscuit, I'm wanting a snowball! Taxi!
Yeah. There's always one annoying person at a bus stop. Always.
Maybe if you have a job in Martin, you're not can wipe your ass for you, Martin.
And I get that shouted at me at least once a week, to this day, by people.
Seriously?
And I can never remember what they're talking about. It takes me by surprise every single time.
Wow.
But if you've sneezed in Still Game, it stays with you for the rest of eternity. And I'm very proud of it. It's great.
When I came up to Scotland, it would be fair to say, and I don't think I'm exaggerating, that of the people who come up to see it, hey, big man, I saw you in, it's more than 9 out of 10 times, it's Stewie Maduri. Well, I'm just under 6'6", and I think I had heels on, which were maybe 4 or 5 inches, so I must have been 6'10", and then I had a hat on top of that, so I must have been somewhere near 7 feet. I felt huge.
That was the third you left an Isaac Bob.
Smashing your hearings.
Oh dear.
Victor.
Couple of things. People remember that throwing the thing out the window, going at the Neds. They remember the drink.
The toilet.
And they also remember, and thank you for this, boys, they remember the 18-inch pile of shit
Yeah,
in
there
the
you
toilet.
go. I knew that. I knew it. It's what I remember.
It would be fair to say, yes, it's followed me around, in some senses, like a bad smell.
Come here.
What is it, Isaac?
Calm down, Isaac.
Look.
Oh, I'm not ready for this. I can't do this again.
Oh, yeah.
Ah!
Is that big innocent, done
King Kong's finger.
That's a big bastard. He must have had to have stood up to get his cell off of that.
What am I going to do? I can't have that.
Bar it with a loo brush. Break it into bits.
Oh, half the domestic, burn it to death.
Domestic.
One of the main things I love about it is the fact that lines are crossed very often, and I love that. I love it because what is also obvious and evident is that underneath that kind of broad, very broad, over-the-line humour, they're decent people.
I mean, a lot of the characters we've got are based on people. Mine's is my Uncle Barney, Greg's is his grandfather Sammy, Tam is based on a
I think
friend
a few
of mine.
people have told me this in the
Martin,
comments.
I'll say his surname, Kane, who's very miserable. But, you know, so we're just drawing for people that we know and, you know, planting it on the other people.
300, not a halfpenny less.
Right, Tam.
Oh,
you heard
that
the man.
episode,
300 quid. I've got him out of a barrel here. I'm the only bidder.
The one with the
I'll
car, I
say
can't remember what it was
150.
called.
You hell, you miserable bastard. You listen to me. This is your chance to do the right thing. Be generous. The car's worth 300. You've got that in your pocket. Now give Victor his money.
His world's falling apart. Jesus, how many elastic bands?
Thanking you.
What was this episode called? I can't remember. What about that?
I think as characters go, they do have their traits, and they can be exaggerated as they would be in any sort of drama. But the characters themselves are funny.
He looks so
And
different.
they're sad at
Looks
times
more like
because
Winston.
they're real. I think that's the fact. People watch it, and it is very real life. People can see the characters in people. They're not outrageous. They're not
Yeah.
unbelievable characters, and I
Yeah.
think that's what's gave it the longevity.
It has. And I think as well they are characters that can survive through time. I mean, I've seen from 2002, well, from the 90s in Chewing the Fat when I've seen those sketches, right up to, I mean, when would Series 6 have been? Was that about 20... Series 1 was 02, 2 03, 3 04... Hang on, I'm going to confuse myself now. Series 1, 2002, 3, 4... I think from 4 was 2006, 5, 7, 6, 2008, I think. So those characters, forgive me if I got those dates wrong, but I think those characters have survived through that time, and I'm so excited to see what they're like in Series 7 and beyond. So Series 7, would that have been like 2016, I think, someone told me? So yeah, seeing them evolve through time, bringing them into further into the 21st century. You know, are we going to see uses of smartphones and technology? Are we going to see online activity? You know, his eyes are going to have Facebook and, you know, stuff like that. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing how these characters get on as time progresses. Because, again, very much like programmes like Absolutely Fabulous and The Royal Family, these characters can stand the test of time, you know, and if this show ever comes back now in the 20s, I would love to see what they're getting up to in the modern post-COVID world. You know, I'd love to see what these characters are up to today, and it's something they could do at any time, let's be honest. I'm really excited to see the other series. But yeah, let's keep going.
Christ, look at the state you're in.
Are you riding a bike, Willie?
Aye. It's a gift from my girlfriend.
Aye, we
Kill
saw the
Willie,
parties
remember
down at
that.
the cafe, aye. Chris, she's half your age, man.
Are you no a bit old for a bike, Willie?
Nonsense.
She got me a bike. Keep me fit.
Keep you fit for what? Oh, you're no, actually.
It's absolutely none of your business. What a thing to ask.
I would never discuss anything personal like that.
You dirty bastard.
Any condoms, Navy?
He's laughing at it.
Oh, nothing. Sorry, Willie. Ask again. I won't laugh.
Condoms, I'm needing condoms.
Ribbed or flavoured?
Flavour.
Get it up, yes! I've got a boot.
But Naveed's such a great character because the corner shop is such a part of people's lives now.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
He's such a great character because he is obviously Asian, and he's still got that thing at the back of his, you know, that accent,
Yes,
but also the
still got the accent a
Glaswegian.
little bit.
And funny enough, I used to live in Edinburgh, and there was a guy exactly like that. And I go, what about the bloody Hibs? What the hell did they think they were doing on Saturday? You know, that accent. You know?
Yeah.
There was a guy that I went to college where they used to talk like that all the time. It used to crack me up.
God, he looks so different.
I knew that accent was there for the taking, and, you know, don't worry, I've signed the paperwork. It's all above board and legal. I spoke to the provost about it. Jack, Victor.
Morning, Naveed.
Aye. James, Tom.
Heard about the big card game. Sounds gallus.
Well, you're welcome to join us.
Poker, eh? The green bays, whether to raise, whether to call.
Isa, move your arse. I love that.
Oh, the tension. The splashing sound the chips make as they are thrown into the ever-growing pot. Somebody wins, somebody loses. When do you play next?
Thursday night, if you fancy it.
I'll be there with bells on.
ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਜੂਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੇਡਦੇ
That's right. Muslims don't gamble. No gambling, no drinking. What a riot. No. We just like to sit about the house playing Plunk. Mina is an incredibly popular character in Still Game, and for very good reason. I just think the writing there is just absolute genius.
She is a great
They have this
character,
lovely
she
spiky, sarky relationship, at the heart of which is a nugget of pure love, but, you know, you have to, a few layers to get through to get to it, but it's there. And there's clearly, she's running the show. I mean, there's no question about it. She's in the back shop pulling the strings.
She is.
ਪਾਗਲਾ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਵੇਖ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਡੱਬੇ ਵਾਲੀ
Watch Mina. You just got to got all the moves, huh?
ਆਹੋ ਤੂੰ ਕਰ ਸਕਣਾ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੀ ਕੱਚੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਟੱਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ
Aye, just because you can't dance your fat cow.
Fat cow.
The essence of comedy, of course, as we all know, is things going wrong.
Oh, brilliant.
Just like the essence of drama is conflict. I mean, you can't make a good drama about a happily married
dear.
couple with 3 lovely children living in Surrey. That ain't a drama. And almost all really good comedy is about, well, things going wrong, but also dysfunctional families. And it occurred to me watching Still Game the other day that Craig Lang is essentially a hilariously dysfunctional community.
Oh, Jesus. We need to phone an ambulance. Miss Leslie's had a wee.
All right.
I don't think I'm going to be able to wait.
That was
It's coming.
swatting.
What are we going to do? Is there a doctor in here?
Oh, it's all right. Jack and Victor have just passed their first stage.
Yeah, I remember this, yeah,
You
I
come on,
remember.
it's okay.
Right then.
Oh my days. Drop like dominoes.
I believe so, aye.
Yeah, there you go.
Writing is very clever, and one of the biggest
Brilliant episode
laughs
that is.
that we had, because we, you know, as the cast, we would go to the audience screenings where they would record the laughter track, and I know for a fact that they've had to. It's one of the few occasions where they've had to actually reduce the laughter and actually have it dip under because there was too much laughter. And one of the biggest sort of roller coaster
Understandable.
laughs I experienced was the episode where Winston wins the 30 or the 40 grand from Stevie the Bookie.
That's 33 grand! You're up 500 quid!
Thank you, Stevie. Thank you for keeping my money warm. Now get into that safe and get me paid. Look at you, Stevie. You're actually thinking about doing it again, aren't you? Doing a runner. What are you going to do this time? Cut your balls off and come back as your sister?
Sorry guys, I'm just going to close my curtains. Not darker now than when I started. Yeah, it's so weird watching this particular documentary, and experiencing these moments all over again. I mean, obviously I remember so many of them, but others are a bit more hazy. But for me, as a reactor that's watched this show, it's recalling those first impressions, and it's recalling so much for me. And it's just so... The fact that this is sticking so much in my mind, more so than certain moments in other shows. I mean, sometimes, for example, you know, Luke, he'll be watching a reaction that I've made of a different show, and he'll just film his telly screen on his phone and he'll send it me, and he'll go, I love this moment, and then I have to watch it and I go, oh, I don't really remember this that well. And it'll be something from like I don't know, like an episode of, say, The In-Betweeners, you know, an early one, or an episode of that made me cringe, being a bit actual, you know. I think one of those where I've kind of blocked something out. But yeah, this one just sticks with me so much. I remember what I did so clearly for so many of these moments, not all of them. You know, there's been one or two already where I've been like, oh, I don't remember that. But yeah, a lot of it sticks with me so clearly, and this show will always have a special place in my heart. Even long after I finish reacting to it, it'll always have a special place. Because it really is something magical and true and real. And I owe so much to this show. And thank you once again to Luke for giving me this show as a starting point. And thank you to everybody that has found my channel through these, supported my channel through these, and just been the best audience ever. Thank you all so much. Thought I'd say that in the middle rather than at the end. You're all fantastic, and you all mean so much to me. You really do. Let's continue. What's a cash? Look straight in the leg. There you go.
The thing about sitcom is that you have to get back to the place you were at the beginning. So you're at the start point, and whatever happens. You know, the A story, the B story takes you somewhere. But you have to get back. I mean, that's the whole point. Is in a sitcom you're sort of trapped, and you need to get back to being trapped so you can carry that on. So you've got what, maybe a minute to go left of this episode of Still Game. Winston's 30 grand richer, and you're thinking, well, what's going to happen now? He's 30 grand richer. Has everything changed?
You're not going to do it still with that money now, are you?
He's going to kick his leg out the windy.
Oh, but his face, though.
Oh, no, I'm not ready for this.
It was as if I'd planted one right in his balls. Boof! Right in the Niagara Falls.
Boof! Right in the Costa del Sols.
Right at the Vina McCalls.
Right out the window. Oh, that is ace.
But in the space of a minute, he's lost his leg and he's lost the 30 grand. That's a beautiful example, as well as the A story being the money, the B story being Winston's legs, just tying in a big, fat, lovely knot.
Yeah.
Speaking for 40 as well, but the two of us have our favourite sitcoms, and our preference for sitcoms tend to be ensemble pieces, things like Cheers, or something like Seinfeld, where the guy in the middle is like the satellite and all everything else moves around about him, you know. Shows like that, they just grow out organically for the audience as well, I think, you know. And everybody has a favourite character, as do we. And that's kind of a fun show to write. It's a much more fun show to write than a show that the audience are only interested in one or two characters, and if you do a subplot with another character, they're not so keen on it because they're not invested in it. But the audience is invested in Bobby and Isa and Winston, and we can give them the ball to run with it, and run with it they do.
I totally agree there. I find that with some sitcoms. You know, there's some sitcoms where I love every single character, but there are some where I care less about other characters. I'm not saying that's any detriment to that sitcom, but you know, it's just how we feel about things, isn't it? I mean, I don't feel that, you know, I don't love some sitcoms as much as I do others, you know, but yeah, he's totally right there. These two, they just know their craft so well, don't they? Not just comedy, but they know the framework of it. They know the mechanics of comedy. They know what, I mean, like they know full well that the audience watch some things caring less about others, so they go, no, we'll make everybody care about this kind of thing. They really know what they're doing. It's just so obvious, both in watching and in hearing them talk about it. It's fantastic.
Oh, my pal's come to get me.
Get in the car, Jack. I'm not in any mood to piss
What was that episode
Right,
called?
we have to get in!
Don't give me that. Oh no, someone's going to be sick.
Wait a bloody minute.
Well, we're all going to the same place, driver. Hey, Victor.
Oh no.
Yeah, what the bloody hell's that smell, eh?
A fish dumper.
Oh, here's a
You want a bit, eh?
Don't open that in this car!
It's on here, take a chip. Let's just walk.
Oh, there we go.
No, it's about but grab my fish, pick up my fish.
I've got it, sorry, I've got it. Oh, no, it's all broken into wee bits. Oh,
That's terrible. Keep the bloody noise down. Victor's been good enough to get out of his bed and come and get us. You're not taking a liberty stinking out his car like that. For God's sake. I'm going to do
I think one of the main strengths is that it is a team effort. All of us together make the show. And everybody's...
My God, you know, she's one main person in this cast that I have seen, because I follow her on Instagram. She looks so... I mean, I can see in her face that it's very clearly Isa, but, you know, just wow. And the message I got from her that Luke arranged for me, does anyone remember that? Yeah, he arranged for Jane McCarry to send me a personalised message, and to this day, I treasure that. Thank you again for that, Luke. Mwah. And, again, I'm still amazed, that, not at this point, obviously, but she now knows who I am, in a sense. She's sent me a personal message. She's still near found me business. But she will, one day she will, I know she will.
Got different favourite characters. Some people say, oh, I love Isa, she's just like my next door neighbour, or I love Naveed, or I love Tam, whoever. And I think the boys have been generous in that they don't always write themselves the best lines. Sometimes some of my favourite lines are other people's, and it's, you know, a lot of writers wouldn't do that. They would keep all the best lines for themselves.
It wasn't really always about generosity, though, because Ford and I had a lot of hangovers during those shows, and it was always good to get the other cast members to take the bulk of the weight of the episode and carry us. And I remember one time there was an episode that was 27 minutes long, and Colin Gilbert came to us and went, "You need 2 minutes." And we were like, well, I'm not writing a new piece to learn for 2 minutes. And we got Jane McCarry and we wrote her a monologue in the lift. And it's that scene from the lift where she guesses where Jack and Victor are going to go, just by the way they're dressed, and we don't say a word. And we gave it to Jane half an hour before we filmed it. Went, that's going in love in about half an hour. So if you could learn that, she went, fine. And she learned it and did it in one take.
That rings a bell. I think somebody told me about that. I think someone told me that she only learned it very soon before filming it. But yeah, I love that as well with these guys, because there are, let's be honest, there are some sitcoms where the main character is the focus. And I don't really want to give you any examples of that, because I don't want to seem like I'm being unfair to other shows, but I am very aware that this happens a lot. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think I've said it actually as well. I think I've said in certain reactions that someone else stole the show, you know? That someone else had the highlights or the funniest bits. I think I've said that, and it's so great that they do that. You know, they really do share the wealth. It really gives it a family feel, something proper, you know. They're not just keeping all the good bits and keeping the spotlight for themselves. I love that. That's really fantastic. And again, it's something that more sitcoms need to do. Because I can think of at least... Off the top of my head, I can think of at least 4 examples of sitcoms. If you want to know what they are, let me know. I'll leave it in the comments. I don't want to say it in the video because I don't seem like I'm being unfair. But yeah, there are sitcoms that I know and like that I do feel favour the main character. Or the person that writes it favours their own character. Just, yeah, it happens.
That's what she's like.
These guys are the exception.
Oh, look at you two. Oh, done up smart. Nice jackets.
Jackets?
Where you's gone? Oh, you're not going to the Klansman, no turned out like that.
No, see,
bitch. Somewhere today, somewhere special. Eh, what would that be? What would the reason be? A wedding? No, it's not a wedding. There's buttonholes on for a wedding. It's not a funeral because of the tie. And it's not a court case. I'd have heard about that one. It's a day out somewhere. Somewhere that isn't a Craig Lang. It's a tune. It's a tune, isn't it? Where you going? But why? Are you celebrating something? Your birthday?
That was one where they were celebrating being friends, wasn't it?
Two old pals going into the tune.
Two
old pals celebrating. Celebrating just being old pals. That's it, isn't it? An anniversary. Ooh, that's it, isn't it?
Bless her. And I remember saying I can do that. I'm very good at deducing in real life. I really am. I am really, really good at that. I can look and kind of not necessarily work out something, but I can certainly eliminate certain things just by looking. You know, and yeah, it's a great skill, and that's probably why I like Isa so much, because I relate to her. I'm not nosy, not in any sense. You know, quite frankly, what other people get up to, I don't give a shit. You know, unless it involves me, unless it's someone that I really care about. But yeah, I'm good at working things out, and I think I remember saying that at the time.
She's creepy with that.
She gives me the fear.
She is a joy to play. First of all, because you're always comfortable. You know where you are with Isa. You've got polyester, layers of cheap wool, and a comfortable shoe.
So you, Isa, where are you off to?
Navid's. I'm away to do my shift.
It was close. You got off lightly there.
Vincent, I'm glad I caught you there. I completely forgot to tell you.
There you go.
Tell me what, Isa?
Well, I never buy the Times. There's usually nothing in it you haven't read in the real papers. Just the same old news again later on. Rubbish, really. And there's no point buying twice for it. Anyhow, don't ask me why, but I won't why. I was flicking through it and think something like what are you doing, Vincent?
I'm trying to fast forward you to the punchline.
Fast forward that
Get to the end of the story.
I was flicking through it.
The end.
The intimation set.
The end, mind.
Willie McIntosh is dead.
Thank you.
Although at times they do horrible things to Isa, or they'll say horrible things, they always have her back.
They do.
They decorated her flat for her. They, you know, when Harry, when she was trying to get rid of Harry, Winston, who doesn't have a great deal of time for Isa, still came and looked after Isa, pretended to go to bed with her and everything, which is one of my favourite scenes. Because when we were filming it, we had to do about 20 takes because we kept laughing, and he fell out the bed and hit his head.
I thought as much. Oh dear.
Isa, sweetheart.
Oh no. I can't look. But I am gonna look. Oh my god.
The set's terrific fun to work on.
I'm surprised
it's
it only
hard
took
work,
20
but
takes.
It's great fun because everyone knows each other so well.
Christ.
I think the cast are a joy to work with. They all know their characters inside out. Therefore, they can relax and not be nervous about the work they're doing, which means they can have fun doing that work.
What have you been on recently, Paul?
Coxie and I have just finished a detective series set in Holland called Clever Clogs.
Hollander Court, yeah.
When we were filming Taggart, a lot of the same crew would finish Taggart and go and work on Still Game. They seemed to fit in together, and they would all go off and they would come back to start filming again in Taggart, and they would come back with all these amazing stories about what a laugh they had on the set of Still Game. There was so many carry-ons, wind-ups. They even had quizzes at lunchtime. Whereas on the set of Taggart, all I had was Alex Norton snoring in the corner of the trailer. So yeah, I was always really jealous that Still Game just sounded like this brilliant job to work on and sounded like such a laugh. Whereas all we did was pull dead bodies out of bin bags in the Garskube Road.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, I remember that one going up the river.
Yous are dead. They will look dead. That was our picking your dick's geesework beer. We drank it all, and it was delicious.
Stop that, dude. You're just annoying him.
Do you know what we've got to do, yous? No. See if you hum it. I'll try and play it.
Well, subtlety didn't really come into it with Still Game. I got a phone call from my agent saying that the director of Still Game would like to meet me, and I went along to see Michael Hines, and he gently explained that the character was one who had almost superhuman hearing. Hearing, of course, ears.
Yeah.
Here, Victor, don't be annoying him. As old as he is, he's still bloody handy, and he is doing us a favour.
Look, let's just not be hanging about sitting there while he rattles on about the war.
Shut up, he'll hear you.
Oh, I can hear through bloody walls and on now.
Yeah.
Ah, you can. Jack, Victor, what can I do for you?
Oh, he's a great character, he is.
But when I was about 17, a casting director in London said to me, "Oh, my dear boy, you will get nowhere in this business if you don't have your ears pinned back." Fortunately, I didn't pay any attention to that, because if I had, I would never have been in Still Game. Never been Shug the Lug.
Everything happens for a reason.
So, of course, I turn up at makeup and wardrobe on the first day. The wardrobe is not very complicated. Makeup, I thought, well, I'm one of the oldest people in the show. Most of the other guys are aging up. I'm playing my own age, so they maybe just have to put a few wee lines on me. And then suddenly Julie Doric Keenan comes out with a huge pair of rubber ears. Ignominy. As if they're not big enough, they're going to put rubber ears on as well. Oh, Jamie.
Oh, they look gross.
There's a box in makeup at the comedy unit that just says Shugs Lugs. I think that's rather nice.
Shuggy! Oh, what you doing? What you doing?
Sunbless.
Come over and blow the tits off us about Timbrook.
Right enough, aye.
Sunbless, innit?
Who do you suppose is in the bag?
The eye buys that shitey breed, you know, snappy shopper. 22 pence a loaf.
That's because he's a miserable old bastard,
Sunbless.
Sunbless!
There you go.
Mr. Gear!
Mr. Gear, that was it, that was it.
My favourite episode, or to be better, my favourite moment of Still Game is Winston's accumulator. You know, and he's having the thing with Stevie the bookie, and it's constantly going on and coming in, and he's winding up, and it's just the moment when he comes in the bookies and it's just coming up. Stevie's just putting the pens in the wee holes as Winston's just building to erupt and erupt and erupt, and it's just the comic timing, and it's beautifully done. And then bang, as the last one goes in, you can't hear him, you just see him mouthing all his expletive, shouting, "You're effing this, effing that," and it's...
You hate it when I win and you love it when I lose.
That's right.
Money flows into your till all day, Stevie, but that's not enough, is it? With my money, you have to gloat. A gloating bookie. I mean, that's unheard of in the bookie world. You must be the worst bookie in Britain. You right, Stevie boy. One day I'm going to win. And I'm going to win big, and then you'll be gutted. In fact, you'll be beyond gutted. And then I'll be the one who's gloating. And boy, can I gloat, Stevie boy. You want to see me when I start gloating? You gloat.
I love how they did that.
You and this bookie's on the fucker.
It's a standout moment for me.
Brilliant moment.
The thing they haven't mentioned is how beautifully written it is.
Yeah.
And how
really
two
is.
guys who I think when they started, they must have been in their early 30s, right? In their late 20s. And actually, they quite sweetly asked me to write the intro to the book. And I said, how can two guys that age write so beautifully about a couple of grave dodgers? As they would call
Grave dodgers.
Grave dodgers. How do they do that? And I can't think of anyone else who's done it.
Feeble.
True.
We're getting feeble. That's a word for it. First the body goes, then the mind.
I think the only other person I'm aware of that can successfully write for an older character in comics, in a comic sense, is Catherine Tate when she writes for the Nan character. The comedy moments of that aside, you know, the mannerisms of that character and some of the things she complains about. So many, I know this is a Still Game thing, but I just want to say this because you just said about, you know, all the people that do it. Some of the things that the Nan character from Catherine Tate comes out with, I look and I go, yeah, that is my Nan. My Nan would sit there complaining about the same thing. You know? I want to say Brendan O'Carroll, but he wasn't young. I mean, I know obviously he's done Mrs. Brown for years, hasn't he? For decades. But when it came onto TV, like the main Mrs. Brown that we all know, not the early Mrs. Brown from like 2001 or whatever it was. I mean, the Mrs. Brown, I think he'd have been in his 50s writing that. I know, obviously, the scripts for that were decades old at this point. They'd used them in live shows, they'd used them in the old original series. I know that, so he would have been younger. But my point is, you know, the newer scripts that have come out, you know, he's writing them as an older man, so I can't really count him there. But yeah, Catherine Tate writing for Nan, that is another one. But that is an over-the-top comic character, isn't it? That is a comic character that needs to be funny in the moment because it's a sketch. The fact that these guys can do it for a half-hour show for so long, so many years, is unbelievable. It really is. It's fantastic. They really know the people that they're writing about, and I love that. I really do. Nothing feels forced. It all feels nice and natural. They're fantastic.
I mean, imagine not being able to catch a rolling flask, for God's sake.
Didn't beat yourself up, Jack. It's no your fault. I'm the dafty that's shoved it off the shelf. I mean, take yesterday, for instance, lads, you know. 20 minutes it took me to open a can of bloody peas. I couldn't do it. I've ended up making a tiny wee hole and getting them out pea by pea.
That's evil. Where do you see this? Why don't you just spring back? But I've timed it. 15 full minutes for that to reset.
I think I remember this.
Put your finger in there.
I will not put my finger in your bloody leg.
It's such a brave thing to do. And you can imagine the pitch. Imagine, right, you're the guy who puts stuff on BBC telly. A great idea, right? A couple of 32-year-old guys are going to dress up and behave like a couple of guys in their mid-70s. It'll be hilarious. You're going, uh-huh.
The good thing about the fact that it's young people playing old people is that there's a big, long lifespan to the show.
Yeah.
So if you look at Dad's Army, where most of the cast probably started out in their late 60s,
yeah,
you maybe get 5-6 good years before people get too old. Ford and Greg started this when I think they were probably late 30s, early 40s. They could make this for 40 years and still look the same and just use less makeup each year.
Yeah.
Oh, says nae ball games. Can you not read?
Shut up, you old dick.
They could. They could bring this back like now. They could announce a return next year and still go for another 5 or 6 years after that, maybe even 10. Because I mean, I think they're in their early 60s now, aren't they? So yeah, it could still happen. Yeah, that is a wonderful, beautiful thing. I mean, they were like my age. He said about 32, so I could do that. Should I do that? No, I won't do that.
The other thing which is terribly funny about it is it's not remotely age specific. My children, who are 16 and 21, quite often, if there's nothing on the telly, will just throw in a still game and we'll all sit down and watch it as a family and laugh till our sides hurt, despite the fact we've all seen it about 17 times, you know. There's not many shows you can say that about.
It's amazing that it's rolled over and rolled over from generation to generation. People talk about, somebody said to me, their dad handed them down his DVDs.
That's what I was saying earlier. You know, I said, there's any of you guys watching this where you maybe watched it yourself and then showed it to your children or your grandchildren, or maybe even your parents showed it to you, you know? But yeah, I said that earlier, didn't I? A very generational thing that stands the test of time. Just introducing each other to it. Every few years, someone new in the family starts watching. And it is a very easy watching show, I agree, I love it. Looking at all these old clips is just absolute bliss for me. And I can't wait for the day when I've seen it all and I can watch it all from series 1 to the end. Just in a few days, I can just watch them all back to back. I know I can do that with reactions, but you know what I mean. When you can just sit and just put the whole thing on and just, yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
As if it was, you needed it to survive.
Listen. See, once we shut this place up,
Aye.
you don't fancy going for a curry, do you?
Aye.
Oh, it's the old...
I love curry.
Innit?
Good.
Good. I better go and get set up then.
Aye. Off you go.
There you go. Let's put the tin hat on it.
Ow! Wait!
Bit much.
Let's go.
Shove your quiz up your arse.
Poor twat.
Table for one at the Indian Star tonight, Bobby?
My bit of advice that I'd always say to MD though, whenever they find one of these still game repeats, or fingers crossed, if you go and watch a new series, is if you're recording it, always record the programme after it as well, right? Now I don't care if it's Miranda or Citizen Kane or something like that, you don't need to watch it, but always record the programme after it, because the amount of times I've been sat there, episode is nearly finished, and up come the credits at the end, and you think to yourself, still got that wee magic bit to go at the end, the very, very end. Can't wait now, it's nearly there. Boom. End of recording, right up across the screen. It is the most annoying thing in the world. And you think, what was that last wee bit going to be? Because it's always a gem, you know.
What a heat I've got.
Oh no, I can't do this again.
was I thinking about slapping Margot's arse? You stupid bastard, Bobby. Still, the place was mobbed. It was a cracking night.
What was I saying, please? I know what's happening. For God's sakes.
Dorothy Paul was in Still Game. She played
that'll always be ace.
Frances, my wife's sister, and
Oh dear.
she was interested in me in that way, you know, and I too was very interested in her. Very attractive woman, Dorothy Paul.
When I was offered this part, I was absolutely thrilled. Imagine being offered the part of the romantic interest. Me, eh? And especially working with Tam, because, I mean, Tam's a youngster, but he plays the part so well. You just feel you're with somebody of your own age.
It was exciting.
I mean, everyone here knows I've had my reservations with Tam since day one. He does wind me up, but he does play that character sensationally well. Even right down to every last little facial expression he makes when he's forced to part with a penny. It's just spot on. It's just perfect. I cannot fault him at all for his performance. But yeah, definitely.
It's exciting for an old man.
I'll just get you a tea for the bus, Molly.
I'll come with you then.
Don't be stupid, you've got the case. You stay and keep Molly company.
All right, so.
What's the matter, Tam? Do you not want to be alone with me?
That's a problem, see? I want to be alone with you. Tonight, tomorrow night, for the rest of my life. Your tight-fistedness drives me crazy, sweetheart. Gets me harder than the crossword in the Herald. But this wedding band says we can never be. I'm married to your sister,
Lord.
Molly. Any feelings I have for you ain't worth the hell of beans.
Got your tin of sweeties and all, Molly.
Thanks.
Now, you look after yourself.
Here's one last freebie for you, Tam.
I don't remember that.
I loved an episode that was with Mark Costello and I think it was called Seconds Out, and it's a girl moves into the area with a pizzeria, and we both are fighting for her attention basically and trying to get fit and stuff, and Bobby's useless as always and useless in love as always, but does his best to win this girl over, only to find out that Jim Watt is her father. Which we find out at the very end of the episode because we're going to fight over her, and you can imagine how that pans out.
Yeah, I remember that.
So they sent a script through, and true enough, it was an old, worn-out, retired boxer they'd written the part, but it was myself. I had to play myself in it.
Can I just say, guys, I'm really sorry that I had no idea who he was. I don't follow professional sports people. But yeah, there was a lot of people when I was watching that, and I think I was like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. And the few people in the comments were like, how can you not know who Jim Watt is? I just didn't. I'm so sorry. I don't follow sports, you know, and I don't know many sports personalities. But yeah, sorry about that. Just wanted to say. In person.
So I thought, well, surely I can
I know who he
manage
is
that.
now.
My acting debut, I can play myself. So I did that, and you know, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. It was great fun. The whole experience was terrific. I loved every bit of it. The cast were terrific, you know, and everything about it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Now, these two fighters are going to battle it out over 3 rounds to settle an argument to find out who gets to take out some wee lassie. Now, they're not professionals, as you'll soon realise. I tell you, she must be some bit of stuff if these two fellas are willing to go toe-to-toe for her.
She's got great tits.
And after this fight, they're going to be my tits.
Now, are you boys sure you want to do this?
Listen, Jim, if you'd seen this bit of gear, you'd pull the gloves on and all.
Don't take our word for it, Jim. There she's there. Look, would you no walk out broken glass for a half hour with that, eh?
His daughter.
Stacey. Hello, Dad.
Stacey.
That was brilliant. There you go. At goal.
I got a fair amount of fame becoming
dear.
a world boxing champion in the city of Glasgow who love their sporting heroes, but nothing prepared me for the fame I was going to get through appearing on Still Game.
There is one thing that we should say, though, that we were away for 7 years. There were loads of rumours about how we'd fell out and all the rest of it. And we come back after 7 years having absolutely no earthly idea whether we'd be wanted back. And the audience just completely embraced the fact that we were back and just jumped all over us. That's a fantastic feeling, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. It's great.
I mean, 7 years would have killed any other show. Still Game fans are amazing, absolutely amazing.
We got the tattoos because I'm a massive
fans,
fan of Still Game. Yeah, I did go through 6 hours of pain to get these tattoos, but it was well worth it. I mean, what better way to honour Still Game than to get Jack and Victor onto my thighs? Even still to this day, my wife doesn't even know how much I paid for them.
Question 1 is, what is Tam's wife called?
Still Game's the best Scottish comedy that's ever been created.
Question 2.
It makes me feel pretty nostalgic thinking back to when I was younger growing up with Still Game. Most excellent show.
It's brilliant. It's just Glasgow humour. It's absolutely brilliant. What about you?
Typical Scottish humour. Everybody in Scotland just gets it.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even been on for a few years, and yet, any time it's on BBC One, everybody's like, right, that's what I'm watching. It's hilarious.
Facebook newsfeed is just full of Still Game's brilliant.
I agree.
It's been brilliant from the journalist's point of view covering this story this year, because I have had an endless succession of stories. The Still Game story has been the story that keeps on giving, but possibly one of the best nights of my career, and certainly a night I will never forget, was the night I ended up gate crashing the Still Game pub quiz with the cast of Still Game. Ford Kiernan had got some t-shirts printed.
Oh, I bet that was
Still Game 2014, so we all put them on and headed off down Sucky Hall Street.
And we were quite confident as a cast we would win it. Why would you not be confident? We were the cast. But we came in and there was a lot of screaming and cheering and woo! And murals on the wall of the cast and Still Game fans. That's what they were, these people, real Still Game fans. And we weren't long into the quiz when we realised we were going to get a doing.
It was a pretty mental night. By the end of it, everyone was up dancing doing the slosh. Ford Keenan was in the sound booth singing. It was a mental night, and one we won't forget.
It's a beautiful day.
Does look great.
The fantastic thing about the way these dates were extended, they were extended from September into October, and then they were extended back the way, at the start of the run, because the demand was so high, was that they knocked U2 out of playing at the Hydro. So one of the world's biggest rock bands were stymied by Still Game. They were knocked out of playing this enormous venue and a big showpiece concert by two old men in their flat caps. It's fantastic.
And rightly so. That was a great show. That was sensational.
What's this we're watching?
Oh, because this shower of wankers live at some bastard arena, They've not performed together for years, they've settled their differences and now they're back. Back to wring the last bit of sweetness out of for cold hard cash, eh? They must think we're daft. Only a mug would pay to see a bunch of pensioners staggering about the stage,
Monty Python.
Aye.
That's what we're really humbled about, the fact that the audience have been so faithful to us and continue to be.
It was the biggest and greatest affirmation we could have ever hoped for. But it also told us, and we discovered about the show, that we could go 7 years without having to see or speak to each other.
Aye.
So I'll see you in 7 years, you get.
Oh, bless them. I know we're near the end, guys, but I just want to say about the audience, I totally agree. They really have got a faithful, very family audience. I've noticed that myself, even interacting with you guys in the comments, the way you talk so passionately, the amount of really lengthy comments like that, people just giving me all the history and background and in-depth explanations about things that I've asked about. And the fact that you guys will sit through the long reactions produced by the likes of Luke and myself, you'll sit through that, just listening to us yabber on, just like I'm doing now. You listen to all that to see us watching your favourite show, to share that experience with us. And it means the world to us. It really does. It seriously does. And I know I can speak on Luke's behalf here, but I want to say thank you from the pair of us for being such fantastic fans and a fantastic audience, and the support that you've given both of us on this incredible, sensational, unforgettable journey with this historic and incomparable show. Seriously, the support has been just so fantastic, and I'm so looking forward to enjoying series 7 through 9 with you all. It's going to be a right laugh, I know it is, and as I say, I just want to speak on behalf of us both there, and I know I can. I know he won't mind me saying so. We both appreciate it so much from the bottom of our hearts, from our Yorkshire and Derby hearts respectively. Thank you so much. And what we love about it is that you guys are so patient. You know, both of us have had moments where there's stuff that we don't really understand. You know, we've both had moments where we've had to go, hang on, can someone tell me in the comments what that means? And what annoys us both is that there's so many reactors out there that are from, say, America, let's just say, just an example, who watch it, they don't get the humour, you know they don't get the humour, they laugh, but they don't know what they're laughing at. They would sooner fake a laugh than say, can someone explain what this means? That annoys us both so much. And then these lot are just, you know, they have a much easier time of reaction content as me and Luke do. And again, that's not to diminish any of the support that you guys give us. We love you all, we really, really do. We wouldn't want it any other way. But it just ticks us both off that, you know, there is an audience that is so willing to help you and to help you understand and to explain things to you, but they just seem to sail through. You know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at? But yeah, I wanted to take that opportunity, guys, to just say thank you so much for being the best audience for both of us. We both loved it, and I will continue to love it. And being able to share it with Luke, who obviously, of course, is my best mate, you know, to be able to share it with him as well is utterly sensational. He introduced me to it. He got me reacting to it. And it's just been life-changing. It really has. Making reactions has changed my life. Meeting Luke has changed my life. So in turn, so has this show. I've never met such a lovely bunch of people as the fans of this show. Never in my life. You're all fantastic, lovely people, and both myself and Luke love you to bits. We really do. So let's finish the end of the documentary, guys, and then I'll just do the outro. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to say so before we get to the end, because I don't want anyone to, you know, see me watch the end and then, you know, if anyone that doesn't like to watch the outro. I just wanted to say that so that you could hear it. I think I said something similar earlier, but I want to say it again, because you deserve it. You really do.
A small step for a one-legged man.
A one-legged man. Oh,
one giant leap for Craig Lang!
We're back! That show was insane. I loved it.
Yeah. So, well, there you are. That flew by for me. Flew by for you.
It really did.
It's flown by for me.
Like an hour.
So nothing left for us. Nothing left for us to do except to say, listen, enjoy 2015 and get one or two down your neck. Very happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Oh, the slosh. I love the slosh. Watch my bag, Tam.
Winston. You know
I'm watching right till the end.
No. But I'm very a dashing white sergeant. You're saying happy 2015. What if they repeat it next year?
Well,
yeah, it's 2025.
Well, a very happy 2016.
Happy 2017.
2000. Does this repeat money? 2018, 2019, 2020.
2021.
Yep, 22.
25, come on.
Actually, robots after that with their heads in a jar.
Right enough. All the best.
There we are. Wow, so I'm gonna skip back somewhere, guys, because I need to leave this on a relatively fun image. Yeah, we'll just leave it on the dynamic duo there. Why not? In fact, let me just
log in the lift, and it's that. Scene.
There we are. That'll do. I didn't want Greg looking a bit like ooh, you know. But yeah, I'm just gonna move these. Right, guys, that was absolutely fantastic. I love that. That was an incredible, fantastic and unique documentary. I loved it. And the nostalgia that came with this as well. Being able to just walk down memory lane with these two and all the other rest of the cast and just watching all these glorious moments, hearing all these fantastic things that everyone's got to say about it and learning things about it as well. It's really been a great deal of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And again, what I've loved most about it is the looking back, you know, on the last, what is almost a year of me experiencing this show on this admittedly slow trajectory, but the most fun trajectory. Seriously, I know in the last couple of months the Still Game content has been a bit, you know, it's been a bit less so, you know, since finishing Series 6. But that was because, you know, I had the live show to do, which had to be done in 2 halves. I had this to do, which I was worried I was going to have to do this in 2 halves. When I sat down earlier, I thought I may have to do that. But then before I knew it, we were like here. Sorry, my thing might be in the way. Before I knew it, we'd gone through like 40 minutes. And I thought, do you know what, I may as well just finish it. So yeah, I lost track of time like them two saying that. That didn't feel like an hour, did it? No, it didn't feel like an hour me sat here. And obviously it's longer than an hour because I've been talking and commentating. But that's what I need to do. I'm a reactor. I've got to give my thoughts and my opinions. But yeah, that was great. It really was. And again, part of me wishes I'd saved this for next week for the 1 year anniversary of my reactions and for watching this show for the first time. But something special will happen on that day, guys. Obviously, I will do a new episode of this show. That was my thinking, you know. I thought I needed to do just an episode on that day. So I'd do this now. But thinking about it, it would have been perfect. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've done it now. It's no big deal. Like I say, we can make it a celebration week. A week of Reactiversary celebrations. And yeah, that was a great starting point. It's been great seeing all these characters back on screen again. Either appearing as themselves in these interviews or in the clips that we've seen. We've seen so many fantastic moments here. Some of my favourites, you know, Edith turning up, Potty Pesh, the slipping, you know, so Peter, these are what, and someplace best again. There's just so many fantastic quotes. And the way the audience talked about it as well at that bar, and it was a Still Game quiz, the love that they've got for it. And some of those people were fairly young as well, you know, they weren't like older people. So, you know, it's just sensational, and it is really, I love this show. This show has got such a special place in my heart. Not just because, I mean, obviously, a big reason why it's got a place in my heart is because it's a show that Luke introduced me to. It's a show that I started my reaction career with, and it's a show that has brought so many wonderful people and such a loving, wonderful and patient audience into my life. You know, you guys you've waited a while between Still Game contents, haven't you? And I'm so grateful. I really am. But after this, I can resume them on a regular basis because it's just back to the half-an-hour show. But yeah, this show has got a special place in my heart for those reasons. Of course it has. But it probably would have anyway. You know, if I was just sitting at home one night and I was just scrolling through and I thought, I'll give this a go. I'll watch Still Game. I'll see what I think of it. Because I have done that. I have scrolled through like iPlay, especially like in lockdown. You know, and all you had to do was watch TV. I remember scrolling through and I remember seeing it. And I just read the description and I thought, honestly, I think I've said this before, my honest opinion was, that's not really going to be for me. I don't know why. I don't know what made me think it. I think it was because at that time, you know, so many shows have been added to things like iPlayer and Netflix and Disney. So many things were added around that time, weren't they? Because of the lockdowns and everything. There was just always something else, something a bit more familiar. So yeah, but I'm so glad that I found it this way, you know, that Luke introduced it to me and that I've been able to watch it in such a special way. And like I say, even if I hadn't, even if one day I had sat down and thought, do you know what, I'll give this a go, it would still have anyway, because everything that they've said about these characters is true. It is a real community, it is a family. Every character can hold a place in your heart, even the ones that you like less than others. I mean, like Tam winds me up, you guys, you know he does, but still, he's still got a place in here. He has, you know. I mean, it's a little corner where he can sit counting his change, but it's still got a place, you know. But yeah, I love it. I love it so much. It's a really spectacular show. It's something special, and nothing, in my opinion, will ever come close. But the way these two here at the end were talking, you know, and they were like, happy 2015. They were like, hey, what if it's all repeating next year? It's like, 2016, 2017. And then they're like, still was it repeating it? Still repeating it. They know how good this is. They've just sat for an hour talking about how much people love it, and they know how good it is, but that modesty is still there, you know, to be like, oh, they've been watching it when their heads in jars, and you're like, yes, they bloody will. There are children up in Scotland right now, possibly even this second, watching this show for the first time with their parents or their grandparents. They are falling in love with it, probably while they're having the tea. I mean, it's 5 to 6. So yeah, there's probably some wee ween, watching Still Game, having their tea with their granny and granddad, falling in love with it for the first time, and they're going to love it for the next 60 years. Going to show it to their weans and their weans' weans. It's going to keep going like that. You just know that this is what this show is going to do. And I would give a safe bet that 100 years from now it will still be as much loved as it is today. Because even these guys addressed that it's a generational thing. One generation will show the next and the next and the next. And it will keep going. And so few sitcoms have got that. Some shows just don't survive the test of time. They don't get passed on like that. And some just, they have that for a few years and then they fade off into the ether because audience changes. But what these guys have created is something so special, and it really is something that, even like I said, even if they were to bring it back next week, it would still work because these characters can exist in any time period. They could even do an episode where them, as I know they're in the 60s now, but they could do an episode set in the past and it would still work. I think they're both in their early 60s, about 63, 64, aren't they? But yeah, they could very easily do an episode set in the 90s when these characters would have been in that age. It would still work. They could do an entire series devoted to these characters earlier on if they weren't wanting to do it as later on. But yeah, do you see what I mean? It would work. Whatever they decide to do with this show would work, and I amongst many others, really hope it will come back. I've said, don't tell me anybody if there is ever any intention to come back, don't tell me. If they have said, if they've said, full on, we're not going to bring it back. If they have said that, I don't want to know. I need to see, because I think that'll impact the ending for me. If I know for certain that the ending is the ending, then it'll impact it, and I don't want that. I want to be able to go through it as naturally as possible. So yeah, anyone still watching at this point, do not tell me if this show is fully over. Don't tell me, because I don't want to know. Yeah. But that was sorry guys, back to this. Enough about me. Back to the documentary. That was absolutely fantastic. I've had a great time watching that. A real trip down memory lane. A bit of an education as well. And a proper, I know the love the audience of this show has got for the show, but to be able to see it, when they're showing people from the audience and people that work on the show after having worked on other things, and people like Robbie Coltrane and Lorraine Kelly, it's really, really special. It really is. I love it, and it's been a blast watching this. It really has. And I was hoping for a few more behind the scenes things, a few more bloopers, outtake. I was also kind of hoping for that kind of thing, but that's by the by. It doesn't really matter. We got a couple of glimpses behind the scenes, and I'm happy with that. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. And once again, I just want to say I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to do it. But that's by the by now. I've done it. I've seen it. We've all watched it, and I'm hoping we've all had a laugh, same as we always do in my Still Game reactions. But yeah, that was great. And I just want to say a huge thank you to Luke for sending me this perfect, crystal clear version. And I want to say a big thank you to him as well for introducing me to this in the first place, almost exactly a year ago. And I want to say just one more time, I know I've said it twice already, but thank you so much to all of you wonderful people that have been watching my reactions to this show from the start. I cannot wait to watch the 3 final series with you, and whatever this show may have planned for the future or may not, whatever the case, I can't wait to spend that time with you guys. We're going to cherish it, we're going to love it, and I promise now the show will come back into the regular rotation. I may go back to doing 1 or 2 of these a week now that I can go back to the half-hour show. We'll have to see. I'm not going to make any promises here and now, but it will be great to be able to have this show. Because so many days, when I was in the thick of series 1 to 6, there were so many days where I would have had a rough day, or I've been out to the shop and it was cold and raining or whatever, and I come back home and I think I need a Still Game. I need to sit and laugh at Still Game, and I've missed that. I've missed having that, and I know I should have hurried my arse up and got these done and got on to series 7, but I just wanted to be able to give it the time it deserves. The way I look at it is, I could either put it off for a bit and give it the attention it deserves and do it properly, or I can do it on any given day, rush through it, and then not be the best response. So yeah. Quality over quantity and all that. I'd rather a good reaction a bit later than a not so good reaction so soon. But yeah, the point is it's done now, and that was great, and I've really enjoyed myself, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the reaction. I'm going to get going now so that I can get it uploaded for you. Thank you so much to you all again. I'm going to give it a like, actually. There you go. Thank you all once again so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed myself, and I'll see you very soon for more Still Game content. Have a good day / night, depending when you are watching, and I'll catch you very, very soon. Thank you all again, and I will see you soon. Ta-ra.